Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars BrickHeadz review. So today I'm really excited to be taking a look at number 40676, the Phantom Menace character pack. This set includes 732 pieces, retailing for $54.99 when it released on May 1st of 2024. Now I'm just gonna go right out and say it that out of all of the sets that LEGO has released to celebrate 25 years of the Phantom Menace, I think that this is the best one. It is probably the truest representation for the anniversary, which I really hate to say that it's coming from LEGO BrickHeadz of all things, but looking at the other things that they've made for this anniversary this year, I definitely think that they could have done a much better job. But anyways, diving right into the box art for this set, faint light behind your 5 characters. The price of this set is $54.99, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then 5 for little Annie. Does look like LEGO provided quite a few nice prints across your characters here, and I definitely think it's a pretty good variety. You get Jar Jar Binks, which is definitely going to be the sole selling point of this entire set. I'm so happy to see that he's included in this. I just can't tell you how much I really wanted that, or even just a minifigure of Jar Jar Binks this year to celebrate this anniversary. I really do hope that if that Gungan head rumor is true for that Dark Millennium Falcon, that we do end up seeing a Jar Jar Binks minifigure next year in 2025. Make it happen, LEGO, come on! Speaking of our character lineup, you can see all of their numbers from the bottom, Jar Jar Binks being number 227, Anakin Skywalker 228, Queen Amidala 229, Captain Panaka 230, Qui-Gon Jinn 231, and Darth Maul at 232. Finishing up with the box art, this side art is absolutely stunning and I love it. You get your logo for 25 years of Star Wars Episode 1, as well as a picture of the live-action Queen Amidala, Natalie Portman. Very, very beautiful. Love seeing that on the side of this box art. But as far as Star Wars BrickHeadz sets go, I think that this is going to turn out to be one of the best. I cannot wait to build it. So let's dive right in by cutting those tapes. Within the box, you get a total of 9 numbered bags, in addition to this squished folder, which should include your instruction manuals. It's definitely a good gesture, but if only it worked. Despite the condition of the folder, thankfully the instructions are all intact. Each one includes a separate character: Jar Jar, Anakin, Padme, Panaka, Qui-Gon, and Darth Maul. From the back of Darth Maul, you'll find your piece count for the entire set over the course of quite a few pages. Otherwise, you'll just find the final overall model for each of the builds. I really can't stress enough how I think this is the best Phantom Menace set that LEGO's putting out this year, 2024, to celebrate the anniversary of the film. I definitely think they chose the best characters to make, especially Captain Panaka there, which I mentioned before that I kind of wish that Obi-Wan was in his place, though after building him, I just think he's probably one of my favorite builds in this set after Queen Amidala, which I think is just really extraordinary. I just think they really did a wonderful job with this set, and if you're a fan of BrickHeadz, and if you're a fan of the Phantom Menace in general, this is definitely a set that should be on your radar. Going in a random order, to start us off, we have Jedi Knight Qui-Gon Jinn, who I think turned out really great as far as getting a brand new print for the front of his body. That is a 2x3 tile print, which you can see right here. This is definitely something that I expect them to use again in the future, just because it feels very generic as far as something that they can use on other Jedi BrickHeadz, and I'm really excited to see what they do with it in the future. As far as the face design goes, you get those regular BrickHeadz eyes. I like how they do the mustache as well as the beard. And you can also see how his hair wraps around a little bit, his robes and everything. I think the robes is probably the only thing that I have a minor complaint about as far as just the coloring goes when it comes to the bricks that they're connecting those pieces to. I also really like how they include the hairband from the back of Qui-Gon, something that you don't see on the minifigure. Generally a really good design, very pleased with how he turned out, and you also get his green lightsaber. Next up, the one you've all been waiting for, we have the Gungan Jar Jar Binks, featuring a brand new print on that 2x4 tile print from the front of his body for his outfit. The head design works very well. I even think that they did a wonderful job with the ears back here, and just the colors in general work very well. You also have a different foot design as far as this character is concerned when it comes to comparing it to a normal human character where you just get that 1x2 plate. Here you can see that we have a 2x3 build up and even some extra pieces just to make them more special. I also just really like, as far as the face goes, how they designed the eyes and the placement of all that. It just works very well for Jar Jar Binks, and even down to just the way that they did the mouth and the nose having those holes there on that 2x2. Very, very pleased, happy that they decided to bring him into this set. The smallest of our characters is little Anakin Skywalker, featuring his pod racing helmet, which you can also see behind that helmet that we actually do get the regular BrickHeadz eyes, so if you want to remove the goggles, I just think it's really great that they include those underneath. I also just have to talk about the attention to detail as far as the color scheme goes for this. They did a really nice job. Otherwise, no exclusive prints on this character. He is smaller at that $5 BrickHeadz size compared to the $10 BrickHeadz size, and you get one accessory being this hammer, probably something to fix his pod racer. Bringing Captain Panaka back into the spotlight, this is yet another BrickHeadz character in the set that features no brand new prints, though I was honestly just really blown away with the design, more so specifically from the hat here, which I just think looks amazing, and even using those newer gold pieces which we saw within the Infinity Gauntlet way back in, I think that was like 2021, 2020 back at this point. You'll also see that same gold color on the Queen, which we'll be looking at next. I just love that color, and it just works so much better than the other color that LEGO uses for gold these days. Another thing that I have to mention as far as Panaka's design is the flesh tone color, which he's using that medium nougat as opposed to the light nougat that you would typically see for characters like Qui-Gon, though BrickHeadz is still using that same tan color for the flesh tone, which I don't mind them doing. It is annoying that it is the same exact color as his robes, but you know, it's something that you can look away at. I definitely think it's the right decision to keep them with that tan color for the flesh tone, purely because it's the same color that they've been using since 2018, since the start of the BrickHeadz theme, and it would be just very weird to see them change it out of the blue 200, 300 BrickHeadz in. Voting for no confidence in Chancellor Valorum's leadership, we have Queen Amidala, which we have seen as a minifigure once before back in 2012, and I'll just show both of them on screen together. I'll be reviewing the set that figure comes in sometime soon, but I just think they did a wonderful job with this BrickHeadz character, and it's just such a shame that we couldn't get a new version of Queen Amidala as a minifigure as well in this 2024 wave to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the film that she appears in this outfit. This would have been the best way to just make that figure again and lower those very, very expensive prices on the aftermarket. The hair design is just really well done, and I really love all of the sloping and tiling off. You get that same golden color that we saw in Panaka there for the crown. And we get two brand new prints for her character, one on this 1x4 tile piece and one on this Nexo Knight shield piece right there for her dress. Her dress design is also just really nice. And looking at just the way that they were able to build that compared to other characters that we see in this lineup like Qui-Gon and everything, it's really great to see the attention to detail as far as when LEGO looks at the feet of these characters and just the outfits that they wear and the different designs that they can make out of these characters, and still keeping them in that relative style that we've been seeing since 2018. And then finally, the big finale, a surprise for sure, but a welcome one. We have Darth Maul featuring two brand new prints. No, actually three brand new prints. We have one on this 2x4 tile, one on this 1x4 tile, and then we also get the eyes, which it's crazy to see that they were able to make special eye prints and eye prints that look good at that for a BrickHeadz. And then looking at the one that we just got within the Sith Infiltrator, it's a bit of a shame. Now, another thing that I really like about this BrickHeadz is how they did just the head in general, as far as including these little pyramid pieces for the spikes on his head. I just think that looks really, really good, and so much better than if they were to just give him like a hood or something for this design. I also like how they did his robes, as far as having these 1x4 triangular plates and having them crisscross like that for the robes. I just think works very well. And then of course, classic accessory for Darth Maul, you get that double-sided lightsaber there, so you can have him do the deed. Too bad Obi-Wan's not in here to cut his legs off. So overall, for $55, I think this is a pretty good value. You get lots of really nice prints across these characters. Only 2 of them don't feature any prints, though I still think just the builds for all of these work very well, and the decisions that they made for the characters that they included is probably the best outcome that we could have gotten for a Phantom Menace Anniversary BrickHeadz pack. Again, if you plan on getting any sets to celebrate this anniversary, this is one of the sets that I recommend above any and all of them, just purely because it's the best set to celebrate this anniversary. It really is ridiculous that we're not getting a set with Jar Jar Binks this year, 2024, or even just having the Duel of the Fates set. There's really just so many things that they could have done. Maybe even a Gungan City small playset would have been really, really nice. But yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so I don't upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!